What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Sam the Beard Guy channel. So you're hopping in on a 10-part advanced piano lesson series where we're just going over advanced concepts and hopefully allowing y'all to implement them into your playing or just get a little refresher on what they are if you've learned them before. If you haven't seen the other videos, go back and watch them. Like, sub, share, subscribe, all the things. Do that to this video too if you want to see more stuff. That does help me out. So what we're talking about today is y'all, if y'all work out, y'all have heard the saying, don't skip leg day in the gym. Well, don't skip left hand day, because it's important. So a lot of, especially in the jazz world, it's very easy to just get focused on right hand technique and just completely forget about the left hand. That's why a lot of colleges make you take classical piano lessons when you're in college, because you're using your left hand just as much as your right. I'm saying all this. My left hand is not nearly as technically proficient as my right, and so this is something that I can also do or work on, is this exercise. But yeah, don't skip left hand day, especially if you're not in school and you're not going to go to school. You're not going to have anyone to force you to do this. If you're in college, you are forced to through just juries and just having to take certain classes. But if you're not going through school, which is fine, make sure you are working on this. So there's a couple different things you can do to work on this. One of those is just doing finger exercises. So there's actually a book out there, a Hannon book, just full of finger exercises. I can link that below, but it is a great book to just completely grind out and work on some of these exercises. So one of them is right. And I think I went past where I was supposed to, but that's one thing you can do to get your left hand just more proficient, is doing some of these finger exercises. So it's really just, then you skip, then back down all the way. And again, that was sloppy. My left hand isn't as good as my right, and so I was falling behind in my left, and it was getting a little dirty. So that's one thing you can do. Another thing is just practicing your scales. So I think we tend to forget about this. And then practicing them in tenths and sixes. So starting on a tenth. And then in sixth. Let's do it up here. Ooh. Yeah, so that is a great way to build just independence from your left hand and your right. When you're playing them in octaves, there's different fingerings, but you're playing the same notes, and so, you're kind of thinking a little more one-dimensionally. When you're playing different notes with different fingerings, then your brain's kind of getting just stretched. So that's another way, is just practicing your freaking scales. No one wants to do it, but you should. Another thing is arpeggios. So I hate arpeggios. They're the bane of my existence. Or actually... then doing them in thirds. I'm not even that great at it. I do not practice arpeggios anymore. But practicing arpeggios, that even as good as I am, that's tough for me. So that's another great way to practice finger independence, left hand strength. I mean, that feels awkward, and it should, because you're making big leaps. So yeah, doing that, doing it in thirds, scales, arpeggios. Another thing is to practice melodies as playing the melody in both hands. And then even doing it like octaves apart, or 2 octaves. And then improvising. So that's hard. I'm not great at that either. I feel like my left hand is just like flubbing around. So yeah, don't skip left hand day. You're gonna regret it when you're older, like I do, if you don't build up that technique in your left hand. And so, yeah, work on your left hand. Thanks for watching.